I voted today. This was the 6th time I voted for President Trump. I think. Like, trying to put into words what it feels like to actually have it done and just have voted and done my part. I got my sister to also vote today. Oh my gosh, she's so emotional. Here's what's going through my mind as I'm voting. I'm sitting there in line and I'm just praying. I love my country, my government, my country. I do. My prayer is that God's will be done, and I almost voted for Obama many years ago, but he came out against Israel, and that was it. I picked my candidate based on their affiliation to Israel. Israel is the apple of God's eye. Israel is special. So that's why I almost voted off party in 2008. It was literally down until the last 3 or 4 weeks. And then he came out against Israel, and I'm like, no, thank you. I can't do that. It makes me emotional because we've been through a lot together as a country, as a world in the past 4 years. The panini, that was just god awful. But we were lied to a lot during that time. The Democrats loved that slogan, "My body, my choice," until it came to the vaccine. A lot of things I take into consideration when I vote. But I knew since the day June 2015, June 16th, 2015, when he came down the escalator, I said, that's my man. I have not faltered. I have not wavered. I have not second-guessed anything since that day. Do I really want to vote for this guy? No. It's always been 100%. Not even for a millisecond. I had people say, if he runs again, I'm not voting for him because the past 4 years have been hell. I don't want to go through that again. But I didn't. I love this country. And he's good for this country. We are not going to be a socialist, communist country under him. He's going to do this, this, and this. If he was going to do it, he would have done it the first time. And anything she swears she's going to do, she would have done it by now in office. She has the sway. I'll give Bernie Sanders credit. He said that she is telling people what they want to hear, but she'll never act on it. It's all just for show. The one thing I prayed for today is for God's will to be done, because as a Christian, that's what I hold near and dear to my heart. I can tell you that God spared that man. It was no accident. God's not done with him yet. And if God is for him, who dare be against him? And I learned, and I've experienced it myself, that God will prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. It happened to me, and I know that's true. I feel like that God is going to prepare this for him because he's being attacked on all sides. Spiritual warfare is real, but he's being attacked by the media, by psychos with pew-pews. He's being attacked on all fronts. He could be sitting on his butt in a beach, chilling, but he's over here fighting for us. Kamala wants you to stand with her, but Trump says, no, I want to stand with you. But my prayer is that God's will be done. We're in the last days. I know that. But I find that it is important to put Israel first. And he did. So many presidents said, I'm going to move, the capital to Jerusalem. No one did it. President Trump made sure it happened. Something along those lines, right? So yes, I do fact check myself. In 2017, President Trump, December of 2017, formally acknowledged Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. That man went to the Wailing Wall. That man stepped into the DMZ with Kim Jong-un. The demilitarized zone. He went there. Okay? I would trust that man to negotiate on my behalf. Kamala's timid. That's not a good thing. That's not the person you want holding the nuclear codes. He's so this. Ma'am, you were describing someone being old and feeble and not of sound mind. You're currently describing your boss, you know. You're not taking shots at President Trump. He is of sound mind. He is not tired. You are. But I prayed that no matter the cheating, because we know they're going to cheat, no matter the cheating, God's will be done. And I do believe in my heart that it is God's will for President Trump to win. I'm not saying prophecy. No. I'm saying that everything's lined up from Butler to all of the things with him just being attacked over and over and over and over again. And he could be living the life of luxury, not being investigated, not being mistreated, not having his home raided, not having his wife's drawer of undergarments ransacked. That happened. He could be living this wonderful life off grid. But he's choosing to fight for us. He acknowledges that God is God. He's in control. Jesus is Lord. Someone said that Jesus is Lord, and Kamala said, you're at the wrong rally. What? What? It's Kamala. Whoever denies me before man, I will deny to thy Father. Okay? You can sit there and have your people Google Bible verses and tell you what to say. Okay? You just told someone that's acknowledging that Christ is King that they are at the wrong rally. That is the epitome of vile and evil. And then to save face, she goes to church the next day. Miss Ma'am, that did not score you any points. President Trump is having fun on the campaign trail. He's working at McDonald's. He's talking to the people. He has a general connection with people. He's going to the barbershops. He's going to the places. In North Carolina, they have lost everything, but they're lining up to vote. And Miss Ma'am, it is not for you. I am so sorry, but that, pity $7.50 that you got to pay me back, that just destroyed you. You are your own worst enemy, Kamala. You are. You're going to go down in a blaze of glory. But to God be the glory in this election. I remember when when Biden was not Biden, but Obama was running for president, I voted. And I told my mom, I said, vote. She said, did you vote for whoever it was? I said, I prayed, then voted. I didn't blame the guy behind me and vote. because everything was Bush's fault, you know? It's crazy. I just watched a skit from SNL from election night 2016, and I was talking to my friend Miss Renee election night. Like, I was with my mom, we were watching it, and I was like talking to my friend Miss Renee. I'm like, Miss Renee, I think we can get it. I think she's like, I'm not going to get, superstitious, whatever. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I said, girl, we just got Ohio. When we got Ohio, I got excited. That was one of the key states. But I got arrogant. I think a lot of us did in 2020, and that just backfired. I think it's funny that millions of votes came in overnight, and not one of them was for President Trump. Kind of suspicious, you know? Oh God, Trump just said he got cheated. Excuse me, but do you know that for 4 years, Hillary Clinton and others called him an illegitimate president? Fact check it. Yeah, she did. Because she could not believe she lost. Could not fathom it. At all. But I'm just like, really? You want to, if millions of votes didn't just automatically appear at 3 a.m. and not one of them was for President Trump, if at least 20% of them were for President Trump, we would have said, okay, fine. But not one? What? Look here, miss, I have to bust people in. You don't have 60,000 people where you're at with people waiting in overflow to see you. No, ma'am. No. Just pray. We need Jesus in this election. But I feel proud to have voted today. I just watched a skit from SNL from election night 2016, and I was talking to my friend Miss Renee election night. Like, I was with my mom, we were watching it, and I was like talking to my friend Miss Renee. I'm like, Miss Renee, I think we can get it. I think she's like, I'm not going to get, superstitious, whatever. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I said, girl, we just got Ohio. When we got Ohio, I got excited. That was one of the key states. But I got arrogant. I think a lot of us did in 2020, and that just backfired. I think it's funny that millions of votes came in overnight, and not one of them was for President Trump. Kind of suspicious, you know? Oh God, Trump just said he got cheated. Excuse me, but do you know that for 4 years, Hillary Clinton and others called him an illegitimate president? Fact check it. Yeah, she did. Because she could not believe she lost. Could not fathom it. At all. But I'm just like, really? You want to, if millions of votes didn't just automatically appear at 3 a.m. and not one of them was for President Trump, if at least 20% of them were for President Trump, we would have said, okay, fine. But not one? What? Look here, miss, I have to bust people in. You don't have 60,000 people where you're at with people waiting in overflow to see you. No, ma'am. No. Just pray. We need Jesus in this election. But I feel proud to have voted today. And I remember when I first met Miss Renee, my friend, this is how long ago we met on Facebook. We both had countdowns on our Facebook till Obama got out of office, okay? It was like a thing you could put on your profile, and it was like, whatever. That's a long time. That was a long time ago when you could actually do stuff on Facebook. But my sister, bless her heart, I had to talk her into voting because her precinct, she says, is far away from her house, so she doesn't really like to go. So I'm like, look here, between this day and this day, you can go vote early, and you can be there between 8 and 5. So she said, well, we'll go the first day and we'll go during lunch. So we did. And she said, but the polls are saying, I said, I don't care, go vote. But the people are saying, I don't care, go vote. But what if they cheat? I do not care, go vote. The polls could say that she's winning by 99%. Go vote. Just go vote. I don't care what the talking heads and the blue checks on Twitter are saying. Go vote. But they're going to cheat. Just get out and vote. Pray and vote. This is the last election of our lifetime. Jesus is coming back. Okay? The signs are there. Call me crazy, but if you're left behind and you're dealing with the stuff I've read about in Revelations, you're going to regret that one. Get out and vote.